Rock icons clash, legendary feuds and showdowns, exploring the explosive battles of music legends. Welcome to our channel, where we dive deep into the riveting world of rock music's legendary feuds and showdowns. The world of rock music has always been a hotbed of creativity, innovation, and rebellion. Get ready to be amazed. In this video, we're revealing unbelievable secrets, and you won't believe what's at number 7. Let's dive right in. While it has brought forth some of the most iconic and influential musicians of all time, it has also witnessed its fair share of intense rivalries, feuds, and showdowns. These conflicts not only added drama to the music industry, but also shaped the course of rock history. In this extensive exploration, we delve into some of the most legendary feuds and confrontations involving rock icons, from the early days of rock and roll to more recent times. Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button and hit the subscribe for more exciting content. 1. The birth of rock and roll. Elvis Presley versus Jerry Lee Lewis. The 1950s marked the dawn of rock and roll, and two of its biggest stars, Elvis Presley and Jerry Lee Lewis, couldn't have been more different in style and temperament. Elvis, known for his smooth, charismatic persona, was dubbed the King of Rock and Roll, while Jerry Lee Lewis, with his wild piano playing and rebellious attitude, was often seen as a threat to Elvis's dominance. Their rivalry reached a fever pitch when they performed together on the famous $1 Million Quartet recording session, leading to a clash of egos and musical styles that still resonates in rock history. 2. The British invasion. The Beatles versus the Rolling Stones. In the 1960s, the British invasion engulfed the world, thrusting the Beatles and the Rolling Stones into the spotlight, where they captivated the hearts of millions. What began as a cordial competition soon metamorphosed into an intense rivalry. The Beatles, renowned for their flawless songwriting and harmonies, embodied the quintessential pop icons of the era. These divergent styles, perpetually scrutinized by the media, ignited a passionate and enduring feud that defined the music landscape throughout the entirety of that tumultuous decade. 3. Glam rock extravaganza. David Bowie versus Marc. The early 1970s witnessed the electrifying rise of glam rock, a genre defined by its unapologetic theatricality. And it was here that two of its most illustrious figures, David Bowie and Marc, took center stage. This rivalry, while born of mutual respect, sparked a creative fervor, with each artist relentlessly pushing the boundaries of their artistry and stage presence. Bowie's iconic Ziggy Stardust persona and Bolan's reign as the frontman of T-Rex stand as enduring monuments to this unforgettable period in rock history, where innovation and theatricality reigned supreme. 4. The punk revolution. Sex Pistols versus The Clash. The late 1970s saw the emergence of punk rock, a genre characterized by its raw energy and anti-establishment ethos. The Sex Pistols and The Clash were at the forefront of this movement, representing two distinct approaches to punk. The Sex Pistols embodied nihilism and chaos, while The Clash blended punk with social and political activism. Their rivalry symbolized the ideological divide within the punk scene and culminated in infamous clashes, including the Anarchy in the UK tour. 5. Classic rock legends. Led Zeppelin versus The Who. The 1970s also witnessed the rise of two legendary rock bands, Led Zeppelin and The Who. Both bands pushed the boundaries of rock music with their epic live performances and innovative studio work. While Led Zeppelin was known for their heavy blues-infused rock, The Who brought a theatrical and conceptual dimension to their music. Their rivalry for the title of the world's greatest rock band led to legendary battles on stage, as exemplified by their performances at festivals like Woodstock and Live Aid. 6. The grunge revolution. Nirvana versus Pearl Jam. The early 1990s brought the grunge movement to the forefront of rock music, with bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam leading the charge. Kurt Cobain's Nirvana was hailed for its raw and introspective lyrics, while Pearl Jam, fronted by Eddie Vedder, showcased a more traditional rock sound. The media pitted these two bands against each other, even though both were committed to their music and anti-commercial ethos. The tragic end of Kurt Cobain further intensified the emotions surrounding this rivalry. 7. The New Millennium, Oasis versus Blur. As rock music entered the new millennium, the Britpop scene of the 1990s still echoed through the UK. Oasis and Blur, two of the genre's biggest names, represented the epitome of this era. The Gallagher brothers of Oasis and Damon Albarn of Blur engaged in a media-fueled feud that played out in the charts and on stage. Their rivalry became emblematic of the Britpop movement's rise and fall, with the infamous Battle of Britpop. In 1995, being a defining moment. 8. Modern rock titans, Kanye West versus Taylor Swift. While rock music evolved into various subgenres, the rivalry between two modern music icons, Kanye West and Taylor Swift, captured the world's attention. Their feud began at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards, when Kanye famously interrupted Taylor's acceptance speech. This incident marked the beginning of a tumultuous relationship, characterized by public spats, song lyrics, and social media drama. Their contrasting styles and personalities polarized fans and critics alike, underscoring the complex dynamics of the modern music industry. Rock icons clash, legendary feuds and showdowns, takes us on a journey through the tumultuous history of rock music, revealing the intense rivalries that shaped the genre and its culture. These feuds were not merely battles for supremacy, but also reflections of the ever-evolving nature of music and the personalities that drove it forward. While some of these conflicts were resolved over time, they continue to be etched in the annals of rock history, reminding us of the enduring power of music and the artists who create it. If you find our videos informative, don't forget to share, subscribe, and hit the like button to support our channel.